Hi friends, let's first take a look at the final version of the program we are gonna develop in this video. We are performing two different drag and drop operations in the same application. The first one is to drag and drop images from your hard disk into the program. And the second one is to drag and drop inside the program, that is, from one picture box to another. In this video, I will show you how to perform both the operations in one application. Open a new Windows Form application. Drag a table layout panel from the toolbox, and adjust dock property to fill. I am using this panel to make picture boxes evenly distributed on the form. Now place 4 picture boxes into panel cells. Now, adjust picture boxes properties and dock them into parent control. Now, select all the picture boxes and change background color to white and border style to fixed 3D. Let's run the program and check if your interface looks good. Create a form load event. First thing we need to do is to allow drop into our picture boxes.
Set allow drop property of pictureBoxes to true. Select all the picture boxes and assign them drag enter event. Now, select again and assign them drag leave event. Finally, attach drag drop event to the picture boxes. In order to perform drag-drop operations you only need drag enter and drag drop event. I took drag leave also because I want to produce some visual effects. Double check if all the picture boxes are connected to respective event handlers. Let's begin with some visual effects. We have several picture boxes sharing the same event handler. Because of that, we need to use sender object that contains a reference to the picture box that raised the event. This code will simply change the background color of picture boxes when mouse enters and leaves. Let's run the program and check effects. Use getDataPresent property of iData object in order to determine the data being dragged is associated with specified format. If data is associated with specified format, then we will produce drag effects. Let's run the program and check development. As you can notice, when the file is being dragged inside the mouse pointer showing drag effects. Finally, now it is time to get data which is being dropped. For that purpose we use getData property of iData object. File drop returns the path of file being dropped as a string array. Now pick the file from its path and assign it to pictureBox. Let's run the program and drag some images. If you want, you can put an if statement and check if array contains path or not. Now it is time to program second drag and drop operation. that is, from one picture box to another. If you want to understand the basic theory of drag and drop operations inside the form, I would suggest take a look at this video. This operation contains two things, that is, define drag target and drag sources. We have done with drag target because our picture boxes have drag enter and drag drop event. We only need to define our picture boxes as drag sources, and for that purpose we need mouse down event. We define drag source, using do drag drop method. Now our picture boxes are ready to work as drag sources. They will release their images and give drag effect when we raise mouse down event. We need to add some code inside the drag enter event. When we are dragging files from outside, our data format would be file drop, as you can see here. However, when we perform an inside drag and drop operation on images, our data format would be of type bitmap. Let's write the code. When drop is done, the drag drop event is fired. Getting drop data is about what operation is carried out in drag enter event. Here we need to tell drag drop event that if user drags a file or image, so that we can get data accordingly. Let's take a bool variable and apply some logic. Now we can read data accordingly with the help of bool variable. First, if statement will read data if drag effect is made using drop file. Second, if statement will read data if drag effect is made using bitmap. We are done, let's run the program. As you can see, both the operations are working fine. If you like the video, please subscribe. Thanks for watching.